Greetings everyone, welcome aboard. My name is Joseph James, schooltrade.com, sidewaysmarkets.com. It's September 23rd, 2010, Thirsty Thursday. Here's your live trading recap. We had a wonderful day in the room today. Now I think the reason why I think today went so well today, guys, was because it started off with a little bit of a challenge, right? It wasn't exactly the picture perfect, smooth sailing morning we usually see in the room. We had a couple challenging trades. We had to overcome those challenges, and of course we'll talk about those in a moment. Before we go further though, I want to remind you guys, if you're on the blog right now, don't forget Trade Room Resources in the upper right hand corner of the blog. Trade Room Resources has so much free information there, guys. Don't forget the beginner's course is perfect for all you new traders out there, and the advanced course is a lifetime Trade Room access. And guys, on the blog, Trade Room Resources, don't forget we've got live support there, guys. If you need membership help, if you need support getting into the room, okay, use the live support button there. You can also check out our YouTube page. Lots of videos on YouTube you've never seen before, so check the YouTube page out, right? And don't miss out on a chance to follow our blog too, right? Follow the blog, that way you get all the new updates in real time when they come out. All right, guys, let's see how we did today. 2, 4, 6, 8 total trades. Crude, Euro, and gold. Didn't see anything in the Russell today. Had one Russell trade trigger, but I was already in a crude trade at the time, so I couldn't take it. So there was opportunity in the Russell today. I didn't grab it. I know a lot of you guys did those. Congratulations. We started off on crude, ended on gold. Pretty much had to get through the first couple hours of the morning here. You can see it wasn't until about 10:30 we really started getting this market moving for us and actually making some money on these trades this morning. 110 ticks, 1090 guys, 1090 in the bank today. Over 100 ticks once again today. As you can see here, guys, we had 1800 on Monday. It was a 0 day for Fed Day on Tuesday. Another $1,800 on Wednesday, and then $1,000 here on Thursday, guys. Guys, this is what it's all about, right? Taking the challenging days, understanding how to trade them, and producing pretty good results, guys. I look forward to working with you guys as members. So come on and join us as a member. That brings our weekly total here, $47.90. Our monthly total, $9,000 for the month here. And look, we've only traded half the month of September, and we've already made $9,000 doing so. Over $140,000 for the year so far, guys. Always great to see us hitting our goals every day and hitting our monthly profit targets. All right, we'll keep you guys posted. Now, what's the most important that happened today, right? What happened today? Well, we noticed right away this morning the dollar was trading in the sideways range. It was an inside day. Now, we talked about that in great detail today. I'm not going to talk about it too much here in the video because we had a lot of trades to cover, but make sure you guys come out tomorrow, ask questions about the dollar index and how we use it. So the dollar index, when the range from yesterday is larger than the range today, okay, so of course here's yesterday's trading range, and then here's today's trading range, right? It's an inside day. It's inside the range from yesterday. So an inside day fundamentally tells us expect narrow trading ranges, right? Expect slow and sluggish price action, because what's happened is the buyers and sellers have not found any reason to go outside of the current, right, basically the current price range that was determined by supply and demand yesterday. So an inside day tells us nothing's changed. And when nothing is changed on the dollar, guys, the dollar is fundamentally what's going to move everything else. If nothing's changed on the dollar, guys, then nothing's going to change anywhere else. So when we see an inside day on the dollar, that tells us right away, be a little bit cautious. And we talked about things you could do today when you see an inside day in the dollar, what to do, right? What do? Well, maybe trade a demo instead. Maybe cut your size in half. Okay, be more selective. Look for double confirmation. All right, guys, but never walk away from your charts, because a day like today will surprise you. Okay, so we expected the markets to be sluggish today. We didn't get anything going on until about 10:30, and then just like that, 10:30 comes around, lots of volume from 10:45 to 11:45, literally gave us about 25-30 minutes of unbelievable price action, but about an hour of decent moves. All right, guys, so great volume, but it came late in the morning. We had to be patient for it. And very important, right, we don't walk away from our screens when it looks like, right, nothing's happening, because you never know what's going to happen. We had the 11:30 European close come in, and that brought a whole lot more volume as well, right? And then after that, it was gone, right? Like a ghost in the night, it was gone. So the volume came in for an hour and then left, right, shortly thereafter, and went right back to that sloppy, choppy personality that we've already seen before this morning. Okay, so great example of how to identify the market ahead of time, but then prepare, of course, and be looking for that transition to when the volume comes in and when we can get off to the races with our markets. All right, and that's exactly what happened at about 10:45 this morning. So real good learning environment today of what not to do in the morning right? You'll see what I did in the morning here, and then of course what to look for late in the afternoon or late morning, I should say. All right, now let's start first with crude. Now crude is always one of our favorite markets to trade. Here's the crude market here. Now this is a 13 range chart. Okay, the 13 range chart on crude, this is going to be your day trader's time frame, right? 13 range chart, going to be similar to a 3, 5, 7 minute chart. I'm sorry, this is a 34, excuse me. Yep, 34. So that way it's going to be more close to a 15 to a 30 minute chart. All right, 34 range. This is going to be my swing trader's time frame, excuse me. All right, so there's my 34 range chart. And what do we see? We see we've now broken below, right? This yellow line here is the low of my channel. And then we have a support level here, right? This trend line is additional support. So we mark up the trend lines above, right? There's my trend line above. We mark up our trend lines below. And what do we see here? We're at the lows. Two things. We're at the lows of this wedge, right? The wedge pattern, of course, is completed by this trend line. Okay, we're at the lows of the wedge and at the lows of the channel. Now, what do we do at the lows? We buy the lows. And again, we're going to talk more about this in our members training every week, guys. So come out and join as a member, okay, and we'll go over all the specifics of how we do this stuff. But at the lows, I know right away I'm buying the lows. So right off the bat, guys, I'm looking for basically anything above 74 even, right? I'm going to be a buyer anything here above 74 even. And that's pretty much what we did. Okay, we look for the lows. We try to buy these lows because we knew we're at the lows of the range. So being a buyer here, we tried to find a way to get in long. Our first trade of the day here, guys, on the crude at 911.